Hey guys, Dave with Angler's Choice here. I wanted to introduce you to our new Baitjunkys tube guillotine. Uh, the way we've been cutting our tubes for the last few years has been with a 3-ton arbor press, pulling it by hand, cutting one tube at a time, and it makes it kind of difficult to cut a whole lot of tubes at once. Biggest problem I started having this year was pain in my right shoulder from having to pull down repeatedly. Repetitive motion. I'd be sore for 3 or 4 days after doing a big run of tubes, cutting them. So sometime early summer, I called Leonard at Baitjunkys, and we discussed possibly building a air-powered pneumatic tube cutter. We had a few ideas that would be really good. One of them was to put 2 sets of blades in so we could cut 2 tubes at once. Technically, we probably could have gone for 4 or 6 tubes, but we figured, and I'm finding that 2 tubes is very simple to load. You would be spending a whole lot of time trying to load 4 to 6, 8, 10 tubes into it, and still trying to keep up some sort of a pace there. So with 2, I can load 2 fairly quick, get them in there, get them cut, get them out, get 2 more in, get them cut. We also wanted to have some safety features that weren't present in a couple of the pneumatic tube cutters that I've seen that are available to buy. Most of them use a manual valve, 1 push button, blades come down, pull it out, blades go back up. There's nothing really there to keep your hands out of the blades, make sure that you're not going to get your hands cut. We've gone with an electric valve on it so we could use a simple 2 push button system. That was one of the ingenious ideas Leonard came up with, was to put 2 buttons opposite sides of the machine so your hands are always out of the way. You're not going to get them in the way when you're trying to cut. And if you can see, you can push 1 button all you want, nothing's going to work, nothing will actually actuate the air cylinder to push the blades down. If you push both at the same time, then it will work. You can see we've got can of mold release. I've been using this stuff for a couple of years now. All I do is it's just an aerosol can, simple little spray on the tail of the tube. Drop them in with the fixture that they've built in for us. It pops the tube in the exact same spot every time so that your tails are cut from the same point of the tube. Helps with repeatability, makes a very consistent product. As I said before, 1 button isn't going to do much. Push down, let it sit for a second, pull it back up, pop your tubes out. I have a habit of pulling tails out of any straight tails out of the blades. I don't want them to get clogged up or anything like that. Gives you a really nice cut tube. I've been using this for probably 3 months now, and it's sped up my production time as far as being able to cut tubes from 3 to 500 in an hour, doing them one at a time by hand with a arbor press, to 8 to 900 an hour doing them with the pneumatic cutter. Everything's good. We've got a shield in place to keep you from getting your hand in behind the block. Keeps you from crunching your hand in there for anything. We're pushing probably 60 pounds of air, several hundred pounds of pressure, and that's pressure going both ways. So if you get your hands in behind, you could actually do a bit of damage there. And so he's designed a guard in place to keep from getting your hands in. Also got clear polycarbonate on the sides bent to keep anything from getting in from the other sides or anything like that. It really is. We thought about this for several weeks before we actually went forward with it and picked up everything we needed to build it. When I got it, it came crated. Leonard actually sat and built a crate around it, mounted it in there nice and solid so nothing was going to get damaged during shipping. It was actually probably longer to get it out of the crate than it was to actually bolt it to the table, hook it up, and get it working. So his packaging to get it delivered to you is solid. It's been a great thing for me to get here. I no longer have sore shoulders at the end of the day. I can cut tubes all day and not have a problem. As well as it's sped up and made my end product that's going out to my customers a lot more consistent.